Welcome to ScratchStart. In the previous session, we used Math.random and math floor functions to create a random code generator. Using the same operations, now in this session we are going to create a random background generator. By random background generator, I mean that I have already created the HTML and CSS structure like always. In the browser, when we click this button, this random generate background button, a random background color will be created. In this method, I thought of creating a linear gradient color, because what is linear gradient means there will be two colors involved in creating a background, and it will has a degree of rotation to spread out. So I am going to use that kind of color. To create a gradient background color, we need at least two colors to create that. So we need to, what we are going to do in this task is, we need to create an variable to create those colors like RGB color codes, and we use that create a random color codes to create the linear gradient color, and use that linear gradient color to fill the background of the browser. That's what we are going to do in this session. So let's start with that. Before, we have the IDs, and I have already selected those IDs, and we have to execute the function only when we click the button. So I have added the add event listener button. Add event listener, you want a click operation. So to generate the random colors, generate random colors, we have to give const r1 equal to, as I already said, we use math floor to round off the element numbers, and math random to create random like to select the random number. Here we need to give the limit, so we need the limit or which number to select. So in math random, I have said in the previous session, math random will select numbers for a limit. Example, if I give 0 to 1, it will select the elements from 0 to 0.99999. It won't come to 1. The final number will be executed, final number will be ignored. It will select only till 0.99999. It won't reach 1.1. So we have if you have worked in CSS, you could have noticed that CSS colors have the maximum value of 255. So to reach that 255 color, we need to give a number that includes the 255 also in the random number selection. So for that, to include the 256 also, we are giving 256, so that will include the random color 255 too, and it will generate a random color code. So 256 is decided, and then for R creator, for G, the same logic is applied there too, G. And then we have B. First set of colors are created, and then for the second set, the same logic, use the same logic, mathematical function, and then const B2. Another reason I used 256 is, in the displays usually the colors are stored in 8-bit memory. So and also the displays have two states, on and off. For on it is 0, and for off, off it is 0, and on it is 1. So there are two states and 8-bit memory. So 2 power 8, it is 256, and the 256 number also includes the 255. It gives the color code. We can generate the color code easily with that. So that's all. So as we have used this math operations to generate the random color code. Now we have to use these numbers to create the random color code. This because R1, G1, B1, those are just numbers, random numbers. So we have to use that number to create a color code. So to create a color code, as I have said, we are creating the gradient color. To create a gradient, create a variable called gradient and select the give the value linear gradient. Value should be angle 135 degrees. First RGB value, R1 value, and then we should have the second value, B1 value, and then the third value, G1 value, sorry, B1 value, sorry, it is B1 and it is G1. I made a mistake. RGB, it's not RBG. So it is created. And next, the second color. Give the same method RGB. Just copy it and just change the numbers. Let's say now. I am giving R2, B2 and C2. R2, G2 and B2. R2, G2 and B2. So the constant color is, the random color is created. Gradient color is created. So next we have to use this gradient color to apply to the background of the page. To apply this gradient, it is the standard DOM method. Document, in the body change the style as background, and the background value is gradient. So it is now applied. Now reload, and when we click, the random color is now created. See, it is random colors are now creating. Now I am adding another step here too. What that another step is, as we are clicking this button, the random colors are generating, but we don't know what the what is the color code of this color, right? To display that, we will create another string method. That means what I am saying is, to show the colors, to show the color values, give the color text content, give it a text as gradient, and the color codes are RGB, with the same way, give the same way like we used here. And the second value too. The arrow mark, and give the second value. So now it is created. So now when we go and refresh it, let's refresh it, and when we click it, this color, what is the color, that is also coming in the output. So the colors are created, and these are the two colors that are created. This is the previous color, and this is the second color. That means the two colors, first, second, or it will be first, it will be second. We can use it in both ways, so no problem. I don't know what is the color code is, because it is random. We can really memorize all the colors, so it is random, it is changing each time we are clicking it, so it is working. And another thing I have to say is, see, you can see this linear gradient text and the gradient string. I have used both, included both strings and the values in a single line, so it is really hard or sometimes will be confusing whether while using this quotes here. See, there are quotes here inside elements, so there are a lot of quotes and it can be really confusing. So for that we can use the text literal methods, right? So not text literal, it means the template literals method. I will use that method here. You can see it will be easy. I will delete this line. Instead of quotes, we can use this button. I don't know what the name of the symbol is. It will be correctly precisely in keyboard. We can see up above the between escape button, the tab button, and left of number 1 numerical button on the key above the letters. So I click that and I will straight like linear gradient. I am writing this straightly without any quotes inside this, because I have added this can be considered as an overall quotes. We can write normally RGB, and here comes the major thing. Note this. Before adding the values, we have to use the dollar symbol, and inside this flower bracket we have to write the values. First value and the second value R G, and the third value B, and another color value, color code R2, G2, and B2. RGB colors created. So this method is easier. So you can compare this and this. See, these two are same thing. Linear gradient, this color codes are same thing. See here I used how many codes I used. See, it is really confusing, and it will be really hard to maintain this. This will be easier, you can understand it easily too. This is straight on value R1, G1 and B1. This is also a straight value, but in between you are using codes and it's really hard to understand. So here also we will delete this, and we will straight on add this color, this thing. See, I haven't changed the codes yet, so it is not considering it as a text literal. I have to change this codes too. See, now the colors are changed. So now we can check it. Reload. When I click, so it is working right. So the colors are generating and it is working right. So that's how it works. And when we inspect, or let's say inspect it, here let's check in the HTML code, the generic background code, and this in here the random color code generator will be in here in the console. Let's check it. So see, the colors are here. I generate the background, this color code paragraph text will be changed here. See, it is changing each time I click the button. And here the body we have given in the DOM here. See the body style background. See here the body style and the background is changing. See, it is changing each time I click. The text, the contents here and the background, everything are changing, and the text content is also changing. So that is how we do the random color generator, background generator. So that is it for today, and I will meet you guys in the next session. Please consider like, subscribe and sharing the video if you like my work, and thank you if you have been through this video, and I will meet you guys in the next session. Thank you.